Hello, Taurus, and welcome to your April 13th to the 20th weekly tarot reading, channeled messages, rods, runes, and affirmations. Okay, so we're going to start with the channeled messages. I feel like there's big changes coming. Big changes. Some of you know that those big changes are coming, and some of you don't. And we're going to get to that in the different scenarios that I've been guided to share, okay? We're going to start in your career financial sector. And I'm going to tell you that for those of you that this is financial stability, financial change, that there are big changes and big opportunities coming for you. Um, I get the sense that you've been having meetings and having lots of conversations and maybe talking over coffee or something like that with business associates or networking. Um, and you're seeing a moment that you are going to seize. You really want to seize this moment. And Spirit wants me to tell you that you should do just that and that this is going to really work out beautifully for you. Um, I'm picking up that you've been in a position that wasn't fulfilling you in some way, that maybe you were being taken advantage of, or not paid your worth, or doing things that were really far outside of your job description unfairly and not getting the credit for them that you deserve, and that you've been frustrated with that and you've been looking for a different avenue or a different department or something to go into. And so that's where the conversations and stuff have been coming from. Some of you have just been putting in lots of resumes at different places for a position that you really desire to have. And this is that moment that you need to jump on that and go with it. Just like full steam ahead. Don't waste any more time. Get up and go. Get out of the rut you're in, or the whatever it is that's holding you back from seizing this moment, and to just jump on it, because seize the moment is like the main theme of the entire message that I was channeling. So, excuse me. um, for those of you in love and relationship, I feel like there's definitely children involved. I feel children in the area of this situation, and I think that you've been in some type of codependent, I hate to say toxic, but possibly, very, what's the word I want to use? I hate using the word toxic. It's unfulfilling, a very unfulfilling situation that you and your children have been in, and you've been talking with your friends about it, and trying to work things out to where you can find somewhere else to go or whatever. And some opportunity has either been presented to you recently, or will be very soon presented to you. And so the message for you is to seize that moment, to go for that, to bite the bullet and jump and go. And don't look back and don't feel bad about it. Rejoice about it, because you're going to be free of this bad relationship. For some of you, this was someone who was suffering from addiction, or is suffering from addiction problems. For others of you, this was just a very controlling, um, manipulative type relationship that you need to get out of. Um, Perhaps even there were things that they thought was okay for them to do, but not for you to do. And so, it wasn't necessarily good for the goose and the gander, so to speak. And very like egotistical and just manipulative is like the best. And I'm like feeling body aches from it because I think for you it was a very stressful situation to be in. My back is feeling a lot of stress through it all of a sudden. And I think that, yeah, for a lot of you, this is not even, it wasn't necessarily fear-based, just very stressful on you, very stressful on your children, very hard on you to have harmony within your home because of what's going on. So, yeah, Spirit wants you, whatever opportunities are presenting themselves to you or will very soon, Spirit is saying to jump on that, to seize that moment, to move forward, trust your intuition, um, rejoice in it as being a free spirit or that phoenix that's rising from the ashes, because life is going to get so much better being away from that bad situation. And you know that it is. I mean, you know that it is. That's why you've been talking to your friends or your family or, whoever. Excuse me. I'm just getting over a head cold. Um, but yeah, you know that this is the better route. This is the way to make healthier choices for you and your children. And that it may not, this opportunity may not have presented itself just yet because I keep getting the words not today, not today. Like maybe it hasn't happened just yet, but it's going to happen. There's going to be some kind of breakthrough. There's going to be some kind of conversation or somebody's going to see an ad in the paper or something and let you know about it to where you have a place to go. And I know that with the virus that we're not supposed to talk about, it's very hard to find places to rent and move to right now, and finances are constrained. And the Spirit wants you to just, pray and put your trust in your faith and your intuition and your inner knowing, and to really, really follow that, to trust that and run with it. Seize your opportunity. Get out now while you can. Just go now because it's going to be really good. Because that's not the whole story. That's just the backstory, right? That's that's the past stuff that you're wanting to move away from. Well, the present, the gift is that you have this opportunity, whether it's in love or business, career. You've got this really beautiful moment that's presenting itself to you that you need to seize, and it's going to really pay off for you. It's time to move into the next cycle, and I think for some of you this was even like a karmic relationship or a karmic lesson that was being learned within your career sector that has now been fulfilled, and it's time to move on from that and release it. You've definitely learned your lessons from it, that's for sure. That's what I pick up on it. And it's time to do healthy choices for yourself, um, especially, when we're talking about your home life and there being children involved. It's time to make those healthy choices and take control of the situation for yourself rather than waiting for that person to change or whatever the situation was. Because people change on their own time, not on ours. And to know that you're in your near future, you do have stability. You do have good choices for yourself. That you're going to be just like that phoenix that's rising from the ashes. You're going to be victorious in what you're doing. So just be still and look within and sit in your heart center in this moment with love and kindness and compassion, and trust your intuition and the messages that the universe is trying to send to you to guide you, and know that you're freeing yourself. You're becoming a free spirit by doing these next endeavors, by seizing this moment and um, taking that leap of faith. That this is really going to be a beautiful spirit freeing moment for you. For some of you, this is going to result in divorce, but it's the time to do that now. It's finally time to just have that divorce happen and move forward and trust that God's got your back. Okay. And let me see what else was. It seems like there was something else. Oh yes, of course. Not only if it's business and career, will you be rewarded by having a really fulfilling job that pays well, or just really speaks to your heart and your passion, and provides you with a very joyful emotion for waking up in the morning and going to work, whatever time of day you go to work or night. It's going to be very joyful for you. It's going to really fill your spirit with happy emotions. And if this is relationship based, by you choosing now to, in bravery and with conviction, walk away from this bad situation that you're in. And for a lot of you, I really feel like that is where you're at now, that you had that crossroads type moment already in your past, that you've already like flipped that upside down and made up your mind. You know which way you want to go. You know you want to get the hell out of Dodge and be free and be happy and find someone who really will love you. And for those of you that are looking in that direction, know that your stability of finances are going to be all right. You're going to be okay, and that there is new love coming in for you. I'm being told that you're going to meet someone through a friend or through some kind of like social media or something like that. You're going to meet someone new, and that's going to lead to conversations and then dates and maybe coffee and casual things like that. But this is going to be someone who wants to marry you, that wants to be with you for the long haul and to treat you and your family correctly. This is going to be someone who um, is going to be stable and dependable, and um, even financially, they're financially stable, they're emotionally stable, and they truly are going to love you for who you are. So be hopeful and be joyful in your uh, seizing this opportunity and moving forward down this new road that I think most of you have already come to terms with and chosen. You know, um, yeah, just like feel like that phoenix, that's rising from the ashes, that you're the hero in the end of the story kind of thing, right? Like, be proud of you and be happy for what's coming next. And I just heard Spirit say to me as I was trying to talk that some of you are looking at me and saying, oh, this is a bunch of hoo-ha because you're leaving a relationship and you're older, and so there's no way there's some new love coming in for you or whatever. But well, I got news for you. Spirit just told me, be sure you tell those older people that, yeah, you're never too old to fall in love, and you're never too old to be loved. And when you're happy and joyful on the inside, that beauty spills over to the outside, and people just glow when they're happy. Like pregnant women when they're so beautifully glow, like they just glow all over when they're so happy because they're pregnant. That's the way we look in love. That's the way we look when we're in love with ourselves. And so I want you to look within yourself and remember those things that you used to love about you. And Taurus seems like the older you get, the more set in your ways you get, and you kind of don't want to get out and about and do things anymore, that you used to really love doing. So maybe just if you don't feel like doing those things anymore, like physically aren't really able to or whatever, just reminisce and have some nostalgia about like who you used to be and how joyful you were being that person, that adventurous self of you, just embrace that youthful side of you internally. You don't have to be doing it externally to still own who you always have been, you know. So remember that part of you that you really love and that you were always really proud of. You're beautiful, determined, ambitious, go-getter kind of people. I mean, I haven't met a Taurus in my life that I didn't like, honestly. I mean, you're all just such great people. So remember that about you, you know? Really tap into that. Love you because it's going to be really beautiful. I'm kind of getting emotional for you because I just want you to move forward with the strength and the ambition that you've always had, you know? I know a lot of you forget who you are. You get set in your ways and you get busy doing your 9 to 5 and your regular routine. And it's all brilliant and beautiful and it's all done out of love and carefulness and a lot of care and thought. But you forget who you are and like for yourself, you forget who you are for yourself. You perfectly know who you are for everyone else. Remember who you are for you because you deserve it. And I think you more than anything, we need to love ourselves. So fall in love with yourself again and let that beauty spill out into the world. Let your light shine. Everybody will just be drawn to you like a magnet or a moth to a flame. It doesn't matter how old you are. Don't ever give up on the possibility that someone could love someone as magnificent as you. Okay? Okay, with that being said, we're going to get the tarot out. We're going to look at some tarot cards. And then we'll pull some love cards. And some earth energy cards. And then we'll go over, we'll kind of recap your guidance, advice from Spirit. And then we're going to pull a rune and we're going to do dowsing rods. Dowsing rods are so fun. Okay, yeah, we've got the Justice card. And the Page of Pentacles. The rods are great. I can use them rods for anything from finding my children in the house that are hiding from me to finding my lost keys or my wallet or answering yes or no questions. I mean, rods are great. My grandfather was Native American and these cards are just flying out. He used to douse for water with witch hazel limb, which was so cool to me. I loved walking around with him and watching him douse for water or the energy within the earth grid so that he would know where to do some praying or something. He was such a cool old guy. Love him and miss him so much. Okay, so we have the Justice card. Excuse me. And we have the Page of Pentacles. And we have the Seven of Swords. And the Four of Pentacles. And then the High Priestess. And the Wheel of Fortune. And the Queen of Swords. Okay, those are all really beautiful, good cards. Really, really good cards. So I'm picking up on this pretty much the same kind of theme that you, excuse me, you know that you want justice for what's been going on, whether it's in the workplace or the home. And you've been looking at your finances and you've been looking at your opportunities and you've been talking to people and you've been networking and really planning. You've really put a lot of thought and planning into this. You're not like willy-nilly running off in the middle of the night or something like that. You're putting effort and thought into this because someone has deceived you greatly, like greatly deceived you, right? And they thought they were being sneaky about it. They thought they were going to get by with it. But it really bit them in the butt because you were smart enough to know. And you're like, this jig is up. I'm making my plans and I'm moving forward and I'm leaving you in the dirt where you belong. Yeah. So you've been saving your money and guarding your best interests or that of your children. And you done bossed up. You bossed up because you're the high priestess. You're making shit happen. You're pulling out your magic bag of tricks and you are making stuff happen. You're talking to the right people. You're looking in the right places. You're doing all the right things so that you can make your getaway, right? Because the theme here is to seize the moment. And you're going to know when that moment arrives. You're going to see it and you're going to know it. And you're going to jump on it. And you're going to have great success at it. I mean, it's going to be really, it's going to really pay off. You're going to be free. You're going to be happier. You're going to be more fulfilled in many, many ways. You're going to be so abundant in so many ways. Because you're that Queen of Swords. You're that person that says, no, no. See this diamond ring? I cut a bitch with my diamond ring. Yeah, you got attitude. You mean business now, finally. There's a fire under your butt and you are moving. Because this chick, she don't take no crap. She don't want no drama. She don't want no bullshit. She don't want no controlling SOB. She don't want no thief. He or she, you know. You know how it goes. It's energy. It's all energy. But yeah, you done bossed up and said, I'm not doing this no more. I'm getting the hell out of Dodge. ASAP. Right? ASAP. I don't know how it could get any more clear than that, right? The spread right here. I mean, it tells it all. And you just gotta trust and say, woo, I'm gonna be a free spirit. I'm gonna fly by the seat of my pants, so to speak. Because not really, because you planned it. But when you go, you're gonna go fast. Like, you're gonna move quick. You're gonna rush in. You're gonna jump on that opportunity. And you're gonna leave somebody spinning behind you. They're gonna be like dust in the wind with their head spinning, like, what the hell just happened? And you're gonna be like, ha, sucker, see you later. Look what I can do. Thought they had the best of you. You're going to show them, aren't you? Yes, sir. You're going to show them. I don't know why these cards are not cooperating with me, but I ain't had but one card fly out yet. And I don't pick cards. I just let them fly out. I let Spirit pick the card. There they go. Maybe he just didn't like my posture. I'd sit up a little straighter. My mother used to tell me that all the time. Sit up straight. Sit up straight. It made me an excellent piano player to sit up straight. Okay, so we've got a promise with a new moon, and we are in the new moon. How cool is that? And childhood innocence. We were just talking about tapping into all those things that you really love about you, even if it's things you can't do anymore physically. The lotus flower and unfoldment. That's trusting in spirit to let things unfold the way that they need to, so that you can be fulfilled and have your highest good. And then we have the full moon. After the new moon, look, we've got the new moon and the full moon. That's completion. The full moon is completion. Beautiful. And fire and passion. Boy, if that's not you. Because you got that fire lit under your butt and you're going to move on this. And you're going to do great at it. You're going to be so successful. Okay, now we're going to do some Angel Love Tarot. Get you some messages about your love life or your career, because we can flip this switch and apply it to finances too if you're not interested in the love business. Though you should be, because we all need to be loved. We all want to love and be loved. I've yet to find my soulmate, but I'm still hopeful. I'm not giving up on love. You still got stress in your back, don't you? You need to release that stress. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Playfulness. Recapture romance. Allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Getting to know each other as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond will deepen. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. And stay optimistic about your love life. Told you. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. See? There is love coming in. No matter how old you are. There is love coming in. Okay. So now I'm going to... What did I do with them? Oh, they're over here. I have too many things in front of me right now. We're going to pull your Star Child Angel Guidance card, or cards, because sometimes several fly out at me. Okay. Drum roll, please. We have opening the heart. The right to love and be loved. Heart healing. I told you. Know yourself. Meditate. Who am I? The veil is lifting and opening. Can you see that? Here we go. Get into focus better. Aren't these beautiful cards? They're the Lemurian Star Child cards, and I really love them. Angelic ones. Divine healing is upon you. Divine grace and divine guidance. Observe. Loving eyes see all. Equanimity. I can't say that word, and there's not many words I can't say. See the truth and step back. I'll just let you look. Can you see that word down there? Okay. Ellen of the Ways. Attune to nature's signs to find your way and follow your heart. Guidance. Inner compass, support, and trust your guidance. Aren't those lovely cards? I love the colors and the imagery. They're so beautiful. I'm just really loving them. They're brand new. All right, what else are we going to... Oh, right. We're going to pull a rune. In my bag of tricks. Rune. Okay. So we have this rune. And this rune is... I always hear the drum roll in my head. This rune is breakthrough and transformation. Oh, excuse me, transformation day. Okay. So here is the final rune belonging to the cycle of initiation. Drawing Dagas often signals a major shift or breakthrough in the process of self-change, a complete transformation in attitude, a 180-degree turn. For some, the transition is so radical that they are no longer able to live the ordinary life in the ordinary way. Oh, and also this number is 22, which is really wonderful in numerology. Okay, let me get back to where I was at. Because the timing is right, the outcome is assured, although not from the present vantage point, predictable. That's where you trust and you take that leap of faith, right? In each life, there comes at least one moment which, if recognized and seized, transforms the course of that life forever. Rely, therefore, on radical trust, even though the moment may call for you to leap empty-handed into the void. With this rune, your warrior nature reveals itself. You're such a warrior nature at heart, Taurus. If Dagas is followed by the blank rune, we're only pulling one rune, so we don't even need to read that part, do we? Nope. We're done with that. Isn't that awesome? How that just perfectly tied right in with everything we've been talking about, and I totally knocked all these cards all over the place while I was reading to you. Okay, so now if you need to pause the video for a minute and get a piece of paper and a pen, I'm going to give you an affirmation that I want you to say every single day for at least a week. You can say it for as long as you want. Any day of the week, you can say it for as long of a time period at once as you want. You can repeat it several times a day. You can say it several weeks from now. Also, I mean, like, continue to say it after this week. You don't have to stop saying it just because the week is over. It's a very powerful affirmation. And with affirmations, the more that you say them and allow them to percolate within you, the more that you like start vibrating and resonating to those words, because words are a vibration. And so, which is also why we should mind our words and not say mean things, because it's vibrations that resonate throughout our body and affects our body, and then, you know, does the ripple effect out into the world. So if you're saying the affirmations, then that's vibrating and resonating within you, and it's attuning you like a tuning fork. It's tuning you in to the frequency that you want to be on for your highest good, for your outcome, okay? So if you're ready with pen and paper, I want you to write down: abundance is my divine right. I am healthy, wealthy, and light. Healthy, wealthy, and light. Okay? Abundance is my divine right. I am healthy, wealthy, and light. Light, as in no heavy burdens, letting my light shine and my beauty from within be seen outside. And I want you to say this affirmation with passion and conviction, just like seizing that moment that's going to be presented to you. I want you to say this affirmation with the same passion, right? The same fiery, there it is, same fiery passion. Abundance is my divine right, and I am healthy, wealthy, and light. Abundance is my divine right, and I am healthy, wealthy, and light. Glennis McCann, the numbers lady, actually told that affirmation on a radio program that I listened to late at night called Coast to Coast, a long, long time ago. And I have said that affirmation for years. Every morning I get up, I do my gratitudes. I name my gratitudes, things I'm grateful for. And then I say my affirmation for about 15 minutes. And then I do meditation and my singing bowls and things like that. And it just kind of tunes me in, you know, for the rest of the day. I'm just kind of vibrating a bubbly, happy me. Everybody calls me a hippie, but hippies aren't the only happy people in the world. Nothing against hippies. I like hippies. But they just don't get it. They don't get how happy I can be. And I'm like, well, if you would say the affirmations every day, you would know, you would feel it too. Okay, so now we're going to do a little fun thing here. We're going to play with the dowsing rods. They're so cool, let me tell you. Okay, so just before we do anything, and I'm going to ask you're going to ask 3 yes or no questions as soon as I get stable so that my office chair don't wheel around on me. Tuck my elbows in so that I can't move my hands in any way, shape, or form. And we're going to test these puppies before we begin, just so that you can see the coolness of how they work. But I want you to know something. This is this is you and I working together on a collective level, okay? Because these dowsing rods, this is a beautiful tool that can reach out into our future. It can reach across the world. It can reach other worlds. There's no limit because this is basically an antenna to collective consciousness, right? Which is universal, multidimensional, yada yada. Okay, so they're feeling everything. Look at them; they're just feeling all around. But I want you to know that when you get your yes or no answers from these rods, I'm going to close my eyes so that I can't see what they're doing, just to show you that I'm not, just for like good merit, to show you I'm not trying to like move them or anything. Of course, I have no idea what you're asking because you're probably thinking it instead of saying it out loud. And, I'm on the other side of this technology. But that doesn't matter. We're limitless. And I want to prove that to you. And that's why we're going to do rods. Um, you're going to know the answer to your question that you're asking already. You're going to already know, but the rods are going to prove it to you because you're going to pay attention to your emotions, okay? Like, let's say that they told you no on your answer. They say no, but it doesn't resonate right with you and it doesn't set right or whatever. Your emotion don't feel right on it. It's because you already knew the answer should be yes, okay? I'm just trying to teach you to trust yourself, trust your own intuition, but also at the same time show you these rods really do work. Watch, check this out. I want the rods to show you my Buddha. Where is Buddha? Where is Buddha? Can you please point to Buddha? It'll only be my right one that points to Buddha. Lefty don't need to go nowhere. Whoa, easy does. Oh, looky there. See that? Do you see how it's doing? I can't do that. I'm not looking back there at Buddha. And I don't have my glasses on, so I can barely see where Buddha is back there, honestly. Like without my glasses, I don't see very well if it's not up close. Okay, now watch. Check this out. Dowsing rods. Spirit. Where is Kelly? Where is Kelly? Please locate Kelly. Is that not the neatest thing or what? Okay. Thank you for your answer, Spirit. Please go back into position. Or not. Please go back into position. And let's ask some yes or no questions. All right, guys, when you're ready, we're going to do the first question. I'm going to sit perfectly still and close my eyes so that I can't see where they're moving. And I might have to peek once in a while just see if they did do something because I don't want you just staring at me with my eyes shut like an idiot. So, um, you ask your question. I think some of you are already trying to ask a question. You ask your question, and I'm going to close my eyes. I feel like, yeah, they're moving. I thought I felt them maybe kind of turning. So I have these plastic holders over top of the copper. So I can just barely, barely, barely feel them when they move. Thank you, Spirit. All right, question number 2. Question number 2, are you ready? Think real hard. Ask your question. Oh, I heard him touch. All right, so we got two yeses. Okay, get ready for your third question. I'm going to close my eyes. That's a no, by the way. I don't know if I told you, but if they cross in front, it's a yes. If they move to opposite polar ends of each other like that, that's a no. So you got two yeses and a no, whatever you asked. And I hope you had fun doing this. I sure have fun with it. I love doing this. I'll go through the house and be like, play where's Waldo with my kids and locate my kids with the dowsing rods. And every time they're like, how is that working? I just love it. It's too groovy cool. Anyway, guys, I hope that there was something about this channeled messages and tarot and conversation that you can take from this and um, use it for your higher purpose, or were touched by it or blessed in some way. And until next week, don't forget to say your affirmations. Seize that moment, whatever it is, jump on it. Don't let it pass you by. And keep on the lookout for that new love that's going to come in soon. Okay. Until we meet again, be well and be blessed in love and light. Bye, Taurus. I love you guys.